Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.
Hello. It's a Thursday afternoon. Who's talking? Me. I was like, what? Let's try this again with actually my physical face and me having more control over my platform. Where we go. This is how I want to do it. Houston, it's a hell of a town. I don't have Cowboy Carter tickets. Yes, I'm frowning. I don't have tickets. I do not have tickets to the Cowboy Carter show. I'm screaming internally on the inside. I didn't even put my hair up in a ponytail today. We are keeping it fro, curly fro, 3C fro days. Boop, 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 boop. But if you tuned in now, you're like, why is this big old blue microphone in his face? Well, we're talking about a whole lot of stuff today. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff today. I don't have no money, bitch. I'm broke. I know it's too, but look, YouTube, give me the B word. Give me the B. Give me the B, YouTube. I read J.R. Housen's comment. You hear me? I spoke so quickly. I'm poor, girl. Don't you know? Have you not been on Reddit? They didn't tell you? She is broke. But no, I'm not freaking out to the point where I'm like, I'm never going to get the tickets. We've gone through this already with Renaissance before, and everybody was like, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm leaving it up in the air to God. I'm like, okay, God, if you want me to go to the show, we're going to go to the show. We're going to go to the show. I want to go. My sister called me. She's like, I got my tickets. Everybody I know who is actually going to go has got their tickets. And they were like, oh, we just started saving since it was up. I'm like, baby, I'm just now getting to a ground to where I can start saving my money again. And I'm not doing what is it? I forget the term that's used right now because my brain's all over the place. But you know, when you like paycheck to paycheck, there we go. So I'm just like, I'm just getting to a point where everything's starting to round back up again. And I didn't have it. So if I got it, I hope so. I'm going to go. The show's not till June. It is February. It is possible. Stephanie, I tried to do that. I couldn't do it. I tried to do the whole little bit and they weren't allowing me to do it. So it was like, okay. So I don't have Cowboy Carter tickets. I still want to go. I'm still hoping I can get tickets. You never know what's going to happen. I do know a lot of my friends have gotten it though, and they're just like, "Oh man, it's not going to be the same." I'm like, "That's fine," but just hold out hope for me. Hold out hope. At least add another day, girl. I don't know, but like I'm holding out hope because it's my favorite album. It is. It's my favorite album of hers, believe it or not, even more than Renaissance. I really did like Cowboy Carter, and I do want to go. But that is not what this video is about. I just started off this way because, I don't know, my spirit was telling me to tell you as official Beehive member. Do you hear me? So, like, I am not so far. Maybe it will see. But I think my focus right now is on this Puerto Vallarta trip. It's my first time going to Mexico. It's my first time needing a passport for anything. And I'm wanting to start getting into this part of my life right now where it's like, hey, we're not just going to be traveling in the States. I want to actually explore the world. And I want to see these different countries, different people from different backgrounds and ways of life. I don't want to just be a tourist while I'm there. I want to be a respectful person that's actually immersed somewhat in the culture and getting to understand a little bit more about what Earth is, not just where I live, not just where the United States is, but like Earth. So my friends have got us on this trip. It's supposed to be in May. It's actually gonna be around my mommy's birthday. So that's gonna even be a bigger deal for me because I normally sit at home and I cry on my mom's birthday because I miss her so much. But like this time I'm gonna be somewhere special. And I'm not gonna tell y'all now, but I did plan something on my mom's birthday for that day. I may include my friends. They don't have to come, but we're by the beach. So I saw the house that we're getting. Fabulous. I cannot wait to stream from there because I will be streaming while I'm over there. But I have something planned that's gonna be really cool. And I have something that she gave me that I'm gonna give to the earth that I no longer need to hold on to because I have everything. I'm getting choked up talking about it. But like I figured out a way to do the thing. I was like, oh my God, I know what I'm going to do. And I get to finally have my last little moment like I never got to have because I haven't been back to my mom's grave since she passed away. It's too traumatic for me. So I've always trying to figure out what can I do. And I want to go somewhere that I know she liked to go because we were both beach gals, beach dude, beach gal, whatever you want to say. Don't bring that bull over here. But I'm just kind of happy. I don't know if y'all have noticed it lately. It's not because life is going well. It's because I'm choosing to be this way. I'm choosing to not be negative, and I'm choosing not to well and whoa and whoop and all that kind of stuff right now. There's way too much going on in the world for me to be focused so internally on my BS, so that I'm just like, hey, right now, he wants to destroy this country. Go for it, buddy, because we tried to stop it. Bam. And then on top of that, I have 4 years to survive, maybe thrive even. Do you feel me? So I'm like, I'm just going to go through this. I'm just going to focus on me. I'm going to take care of what I can take care of and just do all of that. So it's been a nice little ride so far. I have been challenged a few times for my attitude to jump out. But it's been a fun process of checking myself before wrecking myself, if you will. So if you are here to tease, whatever, do what you got to do. I'm no longer entertaining that. And I realize it's my rant pack and a lot of y'all that tune in today. You're not here for fights. You're not here for me to argue with a random stranger on the internet. You're here just to hear me talk about all of the stuff that we enjoy together, some things you don't even know about that you want to hear about, and maybe just spend some time with me. I don't know what's going on in your life, but I'm thankful that you're choosing me to spend a little piece of your day with. So God bless every single solitary one of you. Let's do my intros and then go ahead and get to the show today because we do have some topics that are concerned. That's not the word I was going to use. We do have some topics that I want to get to today. So we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar and the Super Bowl performance that has gotten a lot of people. A lot of people up. Well, not really. It's only a portion of the internet that's calling it mid because they said it wasn't a good performance, but it was a very deep and very well done performance, in my opinion. I think he actually has the most highest viewed Super Bowl performance so far as of right now, which I think is amazing. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar, shout out to SZA, shout out to Samuel L. Jackson, his Uncle Tom. You did that in Django Unchained. I never knew you were going to reprise the role again, buddy. I was gagged, but I'm going to give you my take on it. I am. It's less about Drake for me, and it's more about the message on what he was putting out there while that man was literally there. Okay. I thought that was beautiful. I was here for it. Also, shout out to Serena Williams and shout out to Serena Williams' husband. Your activity on social media in the last 48 hours has caused me to look you up and find out because I knew you were married to her. I never deep dived into that man. They need to stop playing with him. That Armenian ain't playing with nobody. Stop playing with that man. Stop playing with him. That is her husband, and he is fucking y'all on the internet. Cocking, milk loaded, cocking you. I'm like, Serena, I get it now. I get it now. And there was a lot to it. So I was here for it. So we'll get to the performance itself. Shout out to the Eagles for winning. You deserve that. You washed them too. I'm very happy, especially since I found out more information about the Mahomes Bull brothers and that BIT, the rest of it for his wife, who's a complete racist and fetishizer of black men. But I'll be quiet. I won't. I'll talk as loud as I want to. It's my channel. We're also going to get to the challenge. Y'all have been asking me my thoughts on this season, and I hate it. I'm going to finish the season with you for every rant report, and we're going to talk about it. But I'm going to drag this show to the oblivion it deserves because this shit is boring. It's boring. Not good. You already sent home 2 of the couples, or I guess the pairings, to me that actually would have made some very interesting television going forward. And the way it's being done, I just don't like it. Anissa, you need to stop. You need to stop. You're not perseverance. You're not any sort of icon or any sort of role model for bigger women. You are absolute crap. I hate that she's using her size right now as some sort of like pedestal of being like, hey, I'm here to represent for the big girls who are also athletic. You are not athletic. TJ is being very nice to you. You literally roll out of bed and break an ankle. You do not need to be there. It's kind of effed up that they got Ashley on the same team with you. And it feels like they did the same thing to John A over Beth, even though there was drama, because Beth ain't won nothing and neither has Anissa. So you just gave two people who are champions, folks that you know ain't going to be able to perform in any sort of physical challenge. Wild. So I'm going to get to it because I'm not happy with the show. I don't know why they even did this. They could have done a completely different All-Stars. There are some people on the show I don't think are, I'm not going to attack everybody because everybody on the show doesn't deserve to be hit like that. Their cast is trying to make some money too. But I feel bad for everybody on that cast. I feel bad for them all. I'm like, God, they gave you one dumbass show where you can only earn things on the first week. And then after that, you got to get them by eliminating. But that's dumb. So like you'd have to put yourself in a position to go home. Like that's stupid. Anywho, we'll get to that. Drag Race France. All-Stars has been announced. Remember when I talked about the All-Stars tea that I had back in the, a few weeks ago or whatever? That's not that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about. Speaking of which, going forward here, don't send me anything about spoilers. And I love every single one of you. Y'all are my babies. Y'all are my people. You're my family, my cousins, my online friends to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha, the Chucky breed. Don't send me no more. Don't even play. The only reason I'm enjoying season 17 right now, I wasn't spoiled. I put it together the last couple of seasons that I've covered. I've come with a jaded sense, or I've come with some sort of like know-it-allism when I'm doing my reviews. And I look back at a couple of videos, I'm like, see, this is why your energy is different. You knew what was going to happen. And then somebody would give some sort of like whatever they knew. And I would be like, try to argue with that person about it. Cause I'm like, I know better. And I hated that I did that for like the last 3-4 seasons. So this is why I don't have any issue doing season 17 right now. Why a lot of the other shows that I've been covering, I've been enjoying mostly because I have literally said, don't send me nothing to my people that got tea. And I even had another friend of mine, shout out to my baby over here, sent me like, Matt, do you want to know? Thank you for asking me ahead of time. I was like, no, don't tell me. Because how can I react to something genuinely on Patreon and then come here and talk about it with such an expression of interest if I already know what's going to go down and then I see it and now I'm why? No. Just enjoy the show. But I want to know why Kiddy Smile's not there. Especially after last season's issues with Leona Winter, the blackface controversy, the appropriation of certain hairstyles, this, that, and the other, and how vocal Kiddy was about a lot of the racism that does happen in France, or i.e. things in history that people are trying to erase, etc. This is happening in America right now, literally with DEI, and the girls are trying to make it something else, but that's the new N-word as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people are using it as an insult. You're just showing your racism high key because it affects like what? All right. Anywho, there's even a guy that was like, why were there no white dancers for Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl? And I'm like, maybe DEI would have helped him with that, right? Anywho. I just thought that was wild. Like, what? Are you for real? Are you for real? The colors that he was using for red and blue weren't specific to just the American flag. That's also representing the Crips and the Bloods, too, on top of that. And the fact that, like, in this situation, as far as what's going on in this controversy and Drake coming for him or whatever, he got people who would be beefing coming together to be like, who are you talking about? Who are you trying? And this, that, and the other. Okay? All of that. So, like, when it comes to whatever the case may be, and whatever is happening with the concert, the tour, and the information, Liam, I need you to be a little bit more on top of that, baby. That almost slipped. I went ahead and blocked them. And I'm going to go ahead and mark down that name. We'll go ahead and do a research in the eye on that because I made sure not to read none of that. I was like, nope, I saw what you were trying to do there. You deserve a slur being thrown at you. But yeah. Let me find. I hope no one saw that. I apologize to the person that came in the chat. Y'all know I have people who do not like me, People who want to wish harm, ill, have done the worst towards me. And I gave a boundary that I asked for respect on, and that person chose not to do that. So um just be a little bit more on it, friend. I don't want to just be more on it here. Thank you. But I went ahead and blocked them, and I will continue to do so. Anybody that comes in here to disrupt the peace that this rant pack has, yeah, I'm just not going to do it today, unfortunately. So I'm glad nobody saw that. I went ahead and deleted it and everything else like that. That person was trying to spoil the show for all of us, and that's not cool, and that's not all right. So let's go ahead and continue on with today, because we're going to talk about Drag Race France, the challenge, Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance, and there's some other hot topics that are out there currently right now. So if you did want to find me on any other social media space or place, I am available in the About section on multiple things. If you want to go ahead and click there and just do that, please and thank you. But we'll talk about those more in detail towards the end of the show. Also, just as a reminder, and I should have posted this while I was saying that, but I unfortunately had some capital F slur basically try to ruin some things here. This program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude, and grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie's a talker and may be here for a while. We won't be here for too long. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. If you do, I will block you. I won't even think about it. I'm just going to block you. That's all I'm going to do. That's it. I'm going to block you. I won't think about you. I will not know you. I do not care about you. If you came here to ruin people's days, you ain't shit. And you will never be. And that's a promise. Okay? Found their account. Block them from my channel. Bet. So I found your YouTube account. I will block you. And I'll continue to do so, because we're not here to entertain you and your weird shit and your all that kind of stuff. Whatever you got going on, I highly recommend therapy. It's been doing wonders for me. If I cannot afford a therapist, I would suggest you get out of those chat groups that you're in on Twitter and those spaces that are clearly adding to your mental issues. But it's no longer my concern about what's going on with that, because if you come here with some hate, I'm just going to return you back to your sender, okay, Betty? Because we're not engaging. Either way, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for being here today. A special happy birthday to DW. I'm sorry, friend, I missed your birthday the other day. I was going through some stuff, and as well as I was trying to take care of some things. So I want to wish DW a special happy birthday. DW has been with me for a while now as my actual friend outside of just the Rant Pack, because you know him from the internet here, but he's actually been my friend in real life. He's met some of my close friends, if you will not, and gone to the club with us and all that kind of good stuff like that. And whenever I've been needing help to go to the grocery store, especially because my car has been down, the reason why I have been able to at least afford to get my groceries, because my friend DW come and pick me up. We go to the store, we go do our thing, we hang out, sometimes play some video games. And again, he's just an overall good person. So I love you, DW, as my friend. I appreciate you in my life. And I thank you so much for not turning into a weirdo. Thank you. Because you remember our conversation about why I'm very particular and why I'm very closed off and guarded with people currently right now, especially going into 2025, and how it is important that if you are saying you are my friend, that we talk about stuff, that we handle things together, that when you start to go other places and you dip out like that, you were never there. It was always a transactional relationship, and we are not about that. We're about relationships that feed each other. I know you clocked that shit. Yes. Remember that car ride? Oh, yes. Drag them. Drag them. And like I told you, if I ever see them again, it's going to be tap. Okay. And I'm not talking about water. But yes, happy birthday to a friend. I love you down, and I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the mostin today, please and thank you. Anything and everything is really appreciated right now, but not necessary for your participation. It is PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Okay. Tim, I'd be here for it. She got enough hits. I think Miley could do a good job. I mean, if Beyonce just did the Cowboy Carter like mini concert album, that was actually the perfect way of being like, hey, I'm going on tour. You about to get all of this. I'd be here for C. Melina. I don't want to hear none of her bangers. I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to hear nothing from the bangers era. I don't want her to go back into that. I don't need no foam fingers. I don't need no little booties matter kind of like, none of that. None of it. So if she wants to perform, I'm here for it. But she's going to have to stick with her. It's got to be that. That's the only way it's going to be. Not J's on my feet because she don't wear them no more. Remember, she said no more Negro. Remember that. Remember, they made me smoke everybody. Don't forget that. I love Miley, but she definitely did say that shit on the, I was being influenced and I was trying, girl, stop. Like, you know, you saw the trend. Your management was like, you might as well go in, get your black card real quick. Who we know that's going to give you the gatekeep? Who going to give her the gate card? Who going to give it to her? And that's how that happened. Justin Bieber ran with that, sweetie. Justin Bieber ran with it, girl. Was enjoying all of his rap chips, okay? Was loving them. And then now you look at him now. Look at him now. Please. I have never been so happy to not hear music from him. Y'all don't even know. One of the most overhyped people on the planet, but I also think that he's very talented. I think I would have liked Justin Bieber if he didn't have a super crazy fandom behind him. I probably apply the same logic to Taylor Swift, to be honest with you. I may enjoy her presence more as a person if her fandom, the majority of them, and I say that with my full chest, the majority of them weren't racist. Not all of them are racist. A lot of them are actually very cool people and can like enjoy music, but there is a huge, big ass bubble of them that is so anti everybody else, anti women, anti color, anti black, anti all that, all of it, just for her. And I hate that so much because it's like y'all cannot like take this artist and then just hold her like this and be like, you can't enjoy her too because like, no, like we can like multiple artists. It's okay. Because I'd be a liar to say that I didn't enjoy at least one Taylor Swift song. There is at least 2 or 3 that I enjoy that I'm like, okay, I would turn that on. I let that bang. Yeah, she's not horrible as a person. It is her audience, and not all of them, again, it's a portion of them that projects so much energy. You know what? Let's apply this to all fandoms. Let's just not pick on Taylor right now. I apply this to all fandoms. There's always some sort of group or sector of someone's fandom that just does not have any couth, does not know how to talk, no communication skills. Everything is based on a narcissistic level of thinking around the artist and having their say on whatever I can say about them. You can't say about my artist and blah, 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 blah. It's weird. So, and I blame Beehive for this. I do. The eyelashes. Ooh, y'all showed your asses at the Grammys. You like, at first I never thought of them as that until the Grammys happened. I was like, oh, they're racist too. Okay, bet. And it's not me just making this up because, you know, that's the card I like to pull, as some weirdo said to me who's been blocked on my channel. But it's the truth. I don't like people who like to erase stuff like that when it actually is happening. And then they're like basically gaslighting people into thinking that shit doesn't exist when it really does. Like, we're actually seeing it in real time happen right now. Okay. I have Taylor Swift muted. I have Billie Eilish muted. I have so many of the newer Tate McRae I've had to mute because I can't do it. You know, I'm glad people like the newer artists that are coming out. She is not for me. I'm still waiting on the song that's gonna pull me. I saw Flo Milli is gonna be featured on her album, so I'm like, maybe I'll like that song. She can't sing for shit. So for me, I'm not gonna go through another Cassie again. I already did that. We've already done the non-singers. Sierra, Cassie, the 2 bars and 1 do re, and it's no mi, no fa sol la ti, or none of that, but it's do re. She can do re. Go ahead, do re, do re. No higher bar than that. No me's, do re, do re. Shout out to my music people that know what I'm talking about. Do re. Like, there ain't no more than that. But I'm also not going to engage in conversations and say she's not talented. I'm not going to engage in those conversations and be like, she ain't shit, and I don't like her. And Beyonce's no. I'm gonna step in on the B stuff when you say something isn't true, or you discredit her because she is the bar. And believe it or not, she is the bar. She's been the bar. You hate that, but she's the bar. Even the girls are doing more sales than her. Honey, she is the bar. Believe it. Most time in the industry, still relevant, still doing the big stuff. Come on now. Let's do this there. Mama's going right into her Madonna era very soon. It's about to be, I'm going to release stuff whenever I feel like it very soon. It's happening. But there are also some other artists, I think, too, that are just amazing. For me, the celebrity stand wars is crazy. It's crazy. I don't want nothing to do with that. I've officially grown out of that shit. Thank you, Jesus. But I can't celebrate nobody that just don't know how to take nothing, but it is what it is. I just wish they would stop doing that and stop creating a lot of stories that aren't real, because that's what's been happening a lot lately. I've noticed that a lot of people are speaking on behalf of, they don't even know them. You're speaking on behalf of the artist. Don't do that. That's weird. This has nothing to do with this. Actually, it does, because it goes right into the Super Bowl performance that I'm talking about here today. But like, listen, Kendrick definitely came with a message, but he also had some of his songs from his discography being played. I low-key was like, I need more Mad City. I needed more Mad City, Kendrick. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a Kendrick fan now, so I wanted more Mad City. Oh, because the one in front of the gun is the realest. The one in front of the gun, forever. Because that's the, oh wait, come on, Matt. Because that's the thing. Take using alleyways with the trees. But yeah, perfect way to say it. Like, that's how I feel. Money Trees is my favorite song. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, I know that song down. Hold on. I used to play that shit out. I played that song. Oh, I played that song out. Yeah, Money Trees is the one. Whoa, I wanted that Money Trees bad. I was like, oh my goodness. That's crazy. I did remember that they used to work together back in the first song. But no, it was a message to America. It didn't reach everybody, unfortunately. And that was expected, especially when those are literally praising somebody who is destroying and dismantling for not the reasons that they think they're happening. They're just blindly following this person. But whatever. Ain't nobody got your interest at heart. So when someone's like, none of them do. Not him, not her, not them, none of them. How about that? But there are people who are trying to work on the rights that actually affect everybody. Again, this is not about that, but Samuel L. Jackson. I was like, oh, we're going here. Oh, we're going here. Oh, this is happening today. I said, to me, this felt like the apology letter from the Django Unchained movie by seeing him in this outfit. I'm not even gonna lie. That was one of my least favorite parts of that movie, was watching Samuel L. Jackson be an entire KOON trash panda down. I hated, and it's the truth, because there were people like that were very old massa and trying to, let me be quiet before I go in. But like, I just was really hyped. I was hyped about it, but I thought the performance itself was stellar. He did play some really good songs. The imagery was beautiful. It was very well produced. He was inspired by Beyonce and through some other artists, but a lot of folks do go through B for the route, because Mama is very meticulous about all of her productions and work, and you want everything to be tight and flowy, and your eyes have to move all over the place because you're like, woo, that's woo, woo. It's very good. SZA wasn't a surprise to me. It made a lot of sense because that song was like a huge hit. And SZA, Solana, for those of you who don't know, because he called her that. And everyone's like, who's that name? That's her name. That's her name. She worked with Kendrick on this album that he had just recently come out, or mixtape. I don't know if we even consider it an album. And also even for her re-release of her SOS, I know that Kendrick did a song with her too. What was it, 30 for 30 or something, like 3 for 30, something like that. If it was, yeah, that... I'm here for SZA getting her moment. I wouldn't expect her to headline a Super Bowl. Mama makes music to either go to sleep to, fuck slowly, or possibly have a razor blade, a nice warm bath, and a glass of wine and contemplation life. Like that kind of level. Not like a Lana Del Rey moment where it's obvious you're about to go to the bathroom and write your last letter kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just no way. But like, SZA is like on the edge of possibly either smoking a big J or like maybe deciding to let go. Like, I'm gonna just drive the car off the cliff. Let me stop talking about her music like that. It's the truth though. There'll be times I'm like singing "Hobby Number," and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but it's cursive. It was beautiful, and I enjoyed this performance. Maybe because, yes, as a Black man, I can understand the message specifically, and not because I'm just a Black man, but because I'm a Black man who's socially aware of what's going on in the world, and I'm not caught up in the dollar scheme of things where rich is it, and that's what needs to move. Because a lot of folks are not realizing that there are people who are being played right now by the entire bit of money being the power, which it is. And so whoever's got the most money has the most power, and so people are trying to listen to them. That's why so many of these dumbasses are like Elon, because he has a lot of money, but like they're not asking like how he got it, and they're not asking like the bullshit he's done and this, that, and the other. Don't get me started on him bringing that baby in the White House, and why is he speaking in the White House, and why is this man just sitting down? I'm still confused by that. And as the American public, I'm going to my Republican friends. Girl, did you vote for that? I know you didn't. I'd rather the tan one to say something, but that man is not who you. Please step up, start speaking, because you didn't ask for that man to come in there. That's weird, bro. Melania should have been sitting up there. I'm like, one man in there. That's weird. It's weird. That's very odd. But back to the performance here. It just all is connected. Nimai, hey babes. Yeah. He's playing with you more than me because he sent. I'm in the group where he added you to play just now. I'm not added in that. So yeah, I felt some kind of way. I was like, oh well damn, fuck me then, bitch. But I also had to go live right now. So I was by FOMO clicked in there. But Nima, I love you. Hope you're doing well, babes. Hey, Maddie. Thank you for the first super chat of the day. Sleeping. Hey, Maddie, how do you think this will play out? Kendrick has called him a PDF file for over 6 months now. Do you think Drake could win? No. 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 Because he also tried to say that UMG was like changing the numbers up just to like push his single more, but Drake also benefited off of that same system. Drake actually has done a lot of the stuff that Kendrick is doing to Drake now. Drake has been doing to multiple artists. Drake also trolls Megan Thee Stallion about Tory Lanez. He over here worried about Kendrick when he over here paying for abortion. Do you feel what I'm saying? Over here trying to tell people not to have his babies. Girl, what? Like he literally, like I can't stand, and that's why I have let Drake go as a person. He's not on the level of Kanye because Kanye just completely has lost his mind. Did you see the stuff he was posting on social media? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm afraid y'all gonna have to let him go. That man literally verified that he is a NA, and I can't say the rest of it because of this platform. But Yahtzee is how I'll put it. Yahtzee, he has literally verified that, yeah, he's cool with it. He's cool with Mittler. Oh, yeah, all of that. And then put merch up. Put merch up with the swastika. Like, what? I'm gagged. But you know who didn't talk about it? That was coming for certain people. This like there's this organization of Jewish people who will like call out like anti-Semitic stuff. Nothing to say about Kanye. I couldn't believe it. And they brought up somebody else that didn't even do anything. Oh, it was the whole salute, the Roman salute. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Y'all can call it whatever you want. You can put whatever ribbon you want on that boat. You can put whatever you want on that car. You can say it's brand new, honey. I see the miles on the vehicle. I can tell the tires are not even all the same on the car. There seems to be a stain in the seat. Yeah, you can dress that up as much as you want to, Miss Thing. That is exactly what that was. Y'all are now doing it on purpose to antagonize people, and you think that's funny. The ADL, thank you. I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, so y'all not gonna clock that? Y'all know you calling out somebody that didn't even apply to, but that Mm-mm. No. He can be on as much nitrous as he wants to be. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Just like Fast and Furious, when I hit my nitrous in the car that it belongs in and not the human being, skate gone. I left that man alone. Apparently, he's about to get divorced to his wife too. If you want to call her a wife and not just a piece of body that he throws out, I would be feeling some kind of way. I hope to God, I mean, she may be lost in whatever, mental trap that she's in or whatnot, but I pray, and I don't even know that lady. Like, I really don't know. I don't know her, but I pray that she sits there in the mirror and just like actually like looks at herself for like 5 fucking minutes. And I hope she doesn't do anything bad because it's already happened. I would go into hiding. I wouldn't even be out in the public anymore. Literally, everybody has seen everything of you. There is nothing to the imagination. You were literally used. That man paraded you around butt ass naked. Talk about not having respect for the person you love. There's no way I'd let or even like, baby, mm-mm. And then he got someone that looked just like him. Isn't that just weird? I'm sorry. Everything about that is just so odd and screwy and gross to me. But I don't wish him luck. I wish him nothing. If anything, he showed his ass and yeah. 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 So I'm back to Kendrick though, because he's currently relevant right now and not doing things to get people to want to talk to him or like him, which is interesting. But the cutie patootie rapper, as everyone has posted, literally in the camera said, "Hey Drake, I heard you like him young." To the camera. This is still my favorite shot of the entire performance because he smiled and looked at that camera and said, "Hey Drake, hey, like him young." Flare jeans and everything. Come on. I was like, the way my body was like, like, no, this is like literally like this is like America Day. And we're at the Super Bowl, and you just called that man PDF in front of everybody in New Orleans, for that matter. He was Young Money. Let's clock in. Bitch, I was like, oh, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how good that just I found it funny. And then what does Drake do? He announces a tour. He's announcing a new album. He recently showed up to Lotto's concert with his little pigtails. And yeah, he's trying to get the people back on his side, but in the background, he's suing, and he has a bunch of other people who are yes men for him. I hate to do this, y'all, but Case and I'm not coming for you because you're like the greatest streamer right now ever and all that jazz. Girl, you're on the payroll. That shit today, you talking about they generated cheers for him. Oh, you are okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know they worship that man, but there is no way I would be sitting there watching any more of his stream. The way he just like told on himself. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're on the payroll. And he has been near you, and that would make sense. Because Drake has been doing that lately. He went on a whole, like, y'all remember this. For those of you who are paying attention, Drake went on like a streamer tour at one point in time during this whole Not Like Us bit. And he was going to all these different streamers who had like so many of these young Generation Z and all these alpha kind of folks or whatever. And he was trying to get them on his back about stuff, like make him seem like he's a cool dude. Mind you, every streamer that he went to is like 21, 22, 23. And their audiences are under 18. I just want that to be clear. How are we not clocking this? I'm like, why are you going to them about this? Like you lost the adult vote, so now you want to go to children? Isn't this the man that just said that you talking to people who are under? Weren't you in Millie Bobby Brown's DMs giving her advice on boys when she was like 15, 16? This is you. This is true. This is true. It's literally true. Like, what? Like, it goes on deeper. So I'm not calling that man anything. I'm not. But like, the evidence is stacked. It's stacked. Like, we've been talking about this. Everyone's been talking about this. I know he's just happy he doesn't have to pay for any more abortions, because I don't know he's going to be getting like that on the reg, but it is what it is. Anywho, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in and being here today and being part of this conversation. We're talking about hot topics right now. Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef is something, but also I'm wrapped in a couple of the rappers in the community there, if you will. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just hit that sucker. Hit it. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I do appreciate every single one of you for being here today. Girl, I'm watching your live. Hey, George, are you in this chat right now? Hey, friend. Hold on. I also have a cameo I gotta get to. I'm watching your live on YouTube right now because I want to get to the bottom of why Kiddy isn't there and why he needs to needs to come back. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. I tried to find stuff. For anybody here for the Drag Race Friend stuff, I did a lot of research today, baby. I don't know. I was asking everybody that I knew. I was like, girl, who I know work in production, who I know do this, who I know do that. Can someone give me a little insight as to why they took the color off the panel? And especially after last season, I was like, oh, okay. But there was a post that was recent by Kiddy Smile, and we'll talk about it later. I'll bring it up. It's in French, and I wasn't able to translate because it's not one of the ones where I can just highlight the words and then just go into my like Google whatever. But like, we'll talk about it. But he did post something like somewhat recently, and I'm like, we shall say. We'll get to that in a second, though. But Kendrick, thank you for the Super Bowl performance. Honestly, it hit all the marks for me. Did everything I needed it to do. The message was very loud and clear, and I got the message across. I think he's one of the greatest rappers we've had in the history of music, to be honest with you. And I also think that a lot of people that don't like him are simply following the trends of we like Drake and not Kendrick. We like Kendrick, we like blah, 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 blah. Drake's had some good music, but Drake has not really been through it. And that is one of the reasons why I don't respect him as much as I do Kendrick, because when I was listening to rap, I was listening to in the 90s, and it was real rap. It wasn't on some like, I have a friend who has a beat machine, and my name is Kyle Withers, and I live in the nicest of neighborhoods with my parents, and I don't have any sort of problems in my life, and I'm going to be a rapper now. And everyone likes me because I'm kind of hot. Whatever. Fuck all that. No, I was here in the days of like Mobb Deep, bitch. Okay. KRS-One. Souls of Infinity. Okay. Pac and Biggie. Like, I grew up with that music, like literally in my home. Y'all know I'm an 86 baby. So I have brothers and sisters who were born in the 70s. Like, I'm listening to shit like, come on, Matty. Come on, Matt. De La Soul, bitch. Okay. A Tribe Called Quest, honey. Like I'm into actual rap music. That's it. Like, I don't do this. I ain't worried about the thing. Like, no, I'm not into like these folks that have not been like, I'm here for stories and storytelling. I can't do the bullshit. So like, for me, Drake was shot in a TV show. That's the bullet. Like, even 50 got shot for being an asshole like several times and lived on. Like, I think that 50 Cent stayed alive out of just being petty. Ain't no way I'm gonna let them get me out like that. I just have to keep on living. And he literally took that. I don't know if he was exchanged with the devil when he woke him back up, but I mean, that man should not have been alive. But I will give 50 that much credit because he was in the streets doing something and doing stuff. And a lot of rap comes from that. And so, yes, rap can evolve, but I don't have respect when folks are on beats talking about hitting someone up and I'm about to roll up on you and I'm about to do all that. And meanwhile, you grew up in the nicest neighborhood, went to a very nice school, highest in the education bracket. Everything was afforded to you. I don't believe you, girl. I don't believe you. I don't believe nothing about that. And while Drake didn't have the best life growing up, it was still on some bullshit. Like, he's trying to make it. Sometimes he'd be rapping about stuff. I'm like, girl, did your friend do that? Because like, you do have ghostwriters. You do. I know them your experience, but again, I like some of Drake's music. This whole situation right now, he's looking like a puss. And so I've lost my respect a bit for him because a lot of stuff that he is claiming Kendrick did, he benefited off so many people. He knocked so many people's careers down. Y'all don't even know this. Like, please go look up Drake in any of his beefs and look at some of the people that he was falling out with and how he ruined their careers. And he did it purposely, and he planned it and plotted it and went through the full works. And so now Kendrick gathering your ass because he was tired of you talking. Okay, bet. So I'm here. Listen, you can beige rage as much as you want to. I ain't sticking up for my light skin brother. I'm not doing it. Can't do it. You got a whole BBL trying to read people. Meanwhile, Method Man out here looking like, I'm just saying. That man got a whole BBL, chest implant and all, allegedly. And then there's Method Man. Who you think I'm going to go to? Method. Method. Okay. Yeah, stole many songs, cut people off, bought songs under people, did all that, underpaid folks. We can go down the line. Like, Kendrick had words and they were deserved. So for me, the Super Bowl performance was a success. It was less about Drake and more about the message and what he needed to give to America and the Americans that watch Kendrick that know that he is on their side. And it was not for the people who are actually trying to, I guess, fix America and make it something that it's not supposed to be. Because to be honest, it's supposed to be the land of the home and the free. It doesn't feel like that anymore. So let's continue. Now we're going to get into Challenge All-Stars Rivals. I'm briefly going to go over this. Briefly. I'm not enjoying the season at all. It is very boring. Where do I start? Let's look at the list of people. So the idea of this season is to bring the rivals together, or people who have gotten into arguments at some point in time on the show or brought it to social media, and then have them work together to win some money. Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. The problem with this is it's not interesting. The problem with it is they've got some people who are on teams where their arguments were very petty and there really wasn't any beef. Okay. You got some people who like accuse others of like being infidelity in their marriages. That's different. That's like, oh, that's some heavy shit. And there's some people that just do not like each other. Okay, that's fine. My issue with this show is that they do this system of like, they do a challenge to earn stars. And then when you get the stars, the idea is that if you're in an elimination situation and you go down there, you can go against somebody else that does have stars and then still said stars. Now you have the stars, but then someone can come after you for said stars and blah, 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 blah. It's so convoluted to me. I do not like this system. I think it's dumb because you're encouraging them to risk something to where they can just go home and then that be that. Or they get a star and now they're the target. Like it doesn't, to me, it's almost like you don't even want to win some of the challenges just so we can go into an elimination and take them out that way. But then that person who worked really hard in the elimination and the challenge, like I don't like that. I don't like it. It's weird. So to wrap up real quick, because again, I'm going to go over these lightly. Beth and Johnny are the first people out. Didn't care. Like Beth accused this lady of cheating on her husband, and John A was like, fuck this bitch and all that kind of stuff. They try to work it through, but they ended up being like somewhat of a bullshit vote at the end of the day. And I'm like, why? Like they weren't even supposed to be down there. They're supposed to take out big threats, but they ended up not doing that because they wanted to show favor with people. That was like, it was so weird how they got eliminated. I just didn't care. I didn't care. And then the next episode, this moment with Ashley and Anissa. So Ashley, okay, let me translate this fight. Anissa makes fun of her accent that's Southern, but she doesn't really make fun of it. She goes, go get you some ice cubes, and then starts to do the Southern accent because she knows she's from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Ashley then comes back with, why are you talking about me like I'm from the country and I'm some fucking hick? My mama had a Jaguar. I went to a school with 3,000 people. I was like, okay, Ashley, you saying that Jaguar with the ish kabibbles lets me know you are country, because that's not the top luxury car. It's a mid-tier luxury car, if anything. Baby, I'm telling you this from my father used to owning Ferraris and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Like that's actually real, bitch. Like that's what you're talking about, Jaguar. I was like, girl, what? I was like, no, that wasn't the comeback you needed for that. Jaguars are okay. They're not even that great a vehicle. No shade. They like break down all the time. It's so expensive to fix them. Anywho, it was this really weird back and forth that they had. And then Anissa's like, I'm not really trying to come for you. And I think Ashley was more so mad because they gave her somebody who she knows is not physically fit, who is literally going to hold her down. And it has happened since the show has started. Every other challenge, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't go there. I can't do this. I can't do all that. I will say that this last physical challenge that they had, I would have probably been shitting a brick. This would have killed me a little bit. I don't do heights right now. I think as I've gotten older, heights have like disturbed me. I forget where I was, but I was on a like an office building and it had up to, I think it was like 30 something floors. I got to go on the rooftop that day. I think that ruined me. I'm not gonna lie, because me not having anything holding on to me and me like looking out. I don't know how to describe it. Like butterflies. I think that's the best way to describe it. It was like, oh, like, oh no, I could just fall in that bed. Oh, so I thought this was like a fun challenge, but also scary, but no one competed. And then they ended up having to cancel said challenge because get into this. They had to cancel it because it started raining. So they asked the people, do you want to come back tomorrow and do it? And everyone's like, no. It's like, what is the point of this? Okay. Sylvia and Kellyanne get eliminated next. But why? Like, they actually despised each other. Like, they were fighting at the beginning of the season. Then they have this coming to Jesus moment and they actually are cool and they're like, oh, we can totally like see each other and each other. Okay, great. And then they get eliminated. It was like, whoa. We don't even get to see this friendship progress. We don't even get the actual like, thank you for like dropping whatever bullshit y'all were on and seeing y'all actually work together throughout the episodes. It was literally episode 2, fuck her. I'm sorry, episode 1, fuck her. Episode 2, fuck her. Episode 3, I still hate her. I hate her. And then, oh no, we're actually, let's let it go. Okay, yeah, no, we actually do get along. Oh my God. Okay, we're going home. I wanted Anissa to win because I'm a legacy watcher of the challenge. I've been watching since it was Real World versus Road Rules days. I know everybody on this bitch. Okay. I even had a high school class member be on a season. Actually, I should say middle school, junior high, because I went to a different high school. No, we went to the same high school for 1 year. And then I moved and went to different high schools. But me and her were in the same 6th grade, Casey Cooper. We were in the same 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade together. She was in the same class as me with my teacher. I forget her name. But I'm not gonna say what school I am for the crazos out there. But yeah, I knew Casey, and I was like, huh. And she was one of the people that made me want to actually audition for those shows. But I also was like going through my, what's the word? I don't want anybody to know I'm gay right now because my dad was so mean, and they was trying to make sure that I wasn't like out like that. So I was very like trying to audition for the role behind his back, and that didn't work. And then trying to do the challenge, it didn't work. I was so scared of like my family's take on everything. So if I could teach y'all anything, please don't let people stop you from making your dreams come true. Because I have the first, what was it, my early 20s, not until my late 20s did I start realizing that I don't have to like please everybody. So please do not live your life like that. I swear to God, because those people aren't going to feed you at the end of the day. I put that on everything. They're not. Especially what happened with me. Some people telling me what I should do, but they're not even supporting me now. You feel what I'm saying? Like with the things I do, but ask me for stuff. Like just do your own thing. I'm gonna watch this season. I'm not reacting to it because I fell asleep on both episodes and I woke up and I tried to watch it again and I was just like, okay. I just kept doing that. To go through some of the cast members here and before I get to this Drag Race France conversation. Here we go. These two were once a couple and now they're a team together. He's hot and so is she, but they're both on some weird shit. Turbo, he makes me very uncomfortable. I find a sense of homophobia and transphobia resides within his spirit to the ultimate core. And he's paired with Nani, who is now a mega lesbian. God bless Nani, but there is tea about Nani because her and the Big Brother girl, I forget her name, were together, but now they've broken up and they were just planning like this whole life together and all that kind of shit. And so this happened after the show, which I thought was wild. Anissa and Ashley, we talked about. Ashley's a former champion, one of my favorite wins ever. The way she won and took all that money was the best. Anissa has always been so Casey, thank you, Xavier. Anissa's always been close, but not, and then not close at all, and then not, and then close, but then not. And then the one time she did run the final, oh, she hurt herself. True tea. She got third in one of them, I think. Frank and Sam. Sam is, Sam looked a lot different in the early days. They definitely gained some weight, but that's, life happens. Frank is interesting. Frank is one of those. I like Frank, but Frank also makes me. I don't know what it is. He give me one of them know-it-all gays, and I don't want to hold that against him, but it's just something about him irks me a little bit with the way he thinks he knows everything that's happening, and he's off on some of the stuff, but he's also creating a lot of the drama that's happening right now, actually. Asher, thank you so much for the super chat. Making sure to send a super chat now before 47 tariffs in Canada cut into maple syrup money. Oh my gosh. Don't remind me. Hey man, I swear. What's the word I'm looking for? Hold on, here we go. They not like us. They not like us. Oh, I can't. Trent, how you doing? The way Frank and Zach treated Sam in Battle of the Seasons. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Zach is actually still an asshole. Like today, he's still an ass, and Frank is, I don't know. Frank seems very happy in his relationship with his current partner right now, and I think his life is pretty wonderful or whatever outside the show. But when he gets on here, man, it's game time, and sometimes it just be like, ooh, you do not know how cringy this is. Katie and Veronica. Katie and Veronica, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. And I love how Veronica's and I love Veronica. I love Veronica from the OG days. Love her down. You're out of shape, and so is Katie. And God bless you both. But this is not the show for you anymore. Y'all need to be sitting on the couch somewhere talking about some old shit. No tea. We already talked about Sylvia and Kellyanne. I'm rooting for Davon and Shane because Davon is mother, sister, auntie, cousin, friend. Shane has come a long way for me. He's been messy for the majority of all of the seasons that he's been on. But I also know that Shane does want to compete and win and this, that, and the other, but he can get nasty and petty and very catty at times. So it used to be an off and on flow with how I felt about Shane in the competition. But I kind of want them to win. Well, yes, because he's also associated with Davon right now. So I just want them to win. Astrap, you're right. If you go back in the early seasons, yes, he is very much that, very manipulative, I like the drama and mess, all that kind of shit. He's all that. Adam and Steve is the funniest pairing because of how they did the names. That was so intentional. Adam and Steve, give me a break. But Adam, I gotta give Adam some credit here. Adam is actually holding it down for what it's worth. He was thick, and still competed in the most recent challenges. So I gotta give Adam some coots here. And I do like Steve as well. I actually do like them. I don't like Devin. I like Leroy. I want Leroy to win, but Leroy always makes the wrong social move. He also somehow we get to a challenge where he just cannot compete ever. And it sucks. Corey and Sweet Tea. I've had the biggest crush on Corey for the first couple of seasons, but then I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't I don't even want to say that, but I was like, oh, I like Corey. Corey is fine. However, I don't think Corey likes black. So I was like, I just sort of left it at that. And this is where I left it. I was like, he's still very attractive, but I don't think he would I think I need to look a lot paler, a lot taller, a lot swoller to be a part of that like mission statement, if you will. And I like Big T. But Big T is not a competitor at all. She's a social gamer. That's the end. Da 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 da. Done. Period. Melissa and is it Sarah? Is the Boston lesbian firefighter? Is it Sarah? What's her name again? I can't remember her name. What is her name? The way Melissa talks about her. I can't stand her as my teammate. She's gonna get us in trouble. Every time she speaks, she's always just in some mess. I just really can't do it. Nicole, thank you, Trent. I fucking hate Nicole. I hate Nicole. She is the worst kind of bull dag. Baby. I cannot stand her. Like, you're messy and butch lesbian. Oh, girl. Like, girl. Cannot stand her. Cannot stand, cannot deal, cannot take at all. I know she said something that was out of line several times. I know she has. I could just look at her and be like, I know you spoken some real bullshit. I know you have. This cast, it's all right. There are some people I like and some people I don't like on it. These first 3 episodes did not do anything for me. They did nothing for me at all. Am I going to still watch it and still talk about it on Thursdays? Yeah, I will. I'll still talk about it on Thursdays because I can't help but watch the challenge, even when I don't like seasons. Like the recent Challenge 40, that was wild. I am going to see the Challenge 41. I am going to see the 41 season. It's just a show that I've always had in my life and I just can't get away from it. But there are times it just is really not good at all. It's just really bad. And they get lazy sometimes. So I'm praying that I lose that feeling soon. Because right now the season feels lazy. Okay. Because you don't like spoilers. But I did see spoilers for that. Why is Anissa on there again? What the fuck is that? And then I think it's wild that Johnny Bananas is coming back. Oh, we need to talk about that because it came from my friend, Taylor Hale. Oh, I think it's wild. So, okay, recently, Big Brother winner Taylor Hale, shout out to Taylor, first Black woman to win the game. Yes, because X was the first Black man. Bet. So, like, check this out. There's like this thing going on online, back and forth, this, that, and the other. Johnny Bananas used a gorilla emoji in bananas in like a response to something that happened with her that she said. He then since deleted the comment that happened or whatever, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, thank you for doing that. However, they had a private conversation off camera and he never really like told the people who were taking that and using it as some sort of racist way of getting to Taylor, like you never like told them that was wrong. You never apologized publicly. You never like took accountability for this. You're trying to make it a me thing and it's not. And so like, just so you know, Taylor, I have your back. 1, 2, Johnny, you don't want it. 3, be careful. Cause like, yeah, like you messing with one of God's children. I was like, oh no, bitch. Like, nah, he about to get that's something about to happen for him. Cause you don't play with God's children. The cast is interesting, but it's very vet versus newbie tease. And I'm not here for it because it's gonna be the same thing again. It's going to be the same thing again like it was the last time. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be literally the vets are running the entire show. There's going to be some of the newbies that just want to make it further than like 5 episodes. So they're just going to follow along and see what happens. And then, yeah, and a vet will end up winning the game again. They're like, you want to know why we're great champions? Because you're great champions because you literally manipulate the social game to work in your favor where no one's ever going to call you out and you do perform well in the challenges, so no one would ever think of calling you out because you don't want to go against them in elimination. Get real. So yeah, I like the show. It's fun. I do. It's a little sometimes ABC 1, 2, 3. I like it when it gets crazy. I like it when the cast starts to cut up a little bit and they stop editing down the episodes so harshly. I felt like they've been editing them down a little too much, in my personal opinion, lately, and it's taken away the fun of a lot of the times in the show. But the challenge Rivals Allstars is on MTV right now. They used to do them on Paramount Plus, but for some reason, they decided to play it on MTV versus Paramount Plus. So if you are interested in watching the show, I am going to suggest it to you. I'm not liking this season so far, but bitch, I kid you not. There are many seasons that are very, very entertaining and very messy. Speaking of messy, Drag Race France has just announced their All-Stars season, hopefully without Leona Winner. They've announced their All-Star season. And one thing that was noticeable for everybody is that the judges panel is different. You have two people who were guest judges in the back that were literally from season one time, and another person who has been consecutive with showing up for specific fashion challenges. Okay, this is like our law argument when it comes to like why is Locke there or whatever, right? I'm not mad at the change up in the judges panel. I'm mad because there is no answer as to why Kiddy is gone after what was considered a very weird season of Drag Race France. And why I stopped watching it was because they basically were platforming Leona, and I wasn't here for it. I was like, no, not gonna do that. Now that I have all that information, I gave Cat literally the business. We can't even look at each other. That's fine. I ain't gonna let Leona live on that. So a lot of controversy over the blackface stuff that happened with Leona last season, as well as appropriation of her wearing her hair with certain styles that just were like all of that. I'm really sad that Kiddy is gone. It's sad that Black representation is no longer on the panel anymore. There's nothing good about that for me. I'm a little upset. So I am going to try to get into this season, but I feel like after a lot of the racist stuff that happened last season and him being very vocal about it, which I was so appreciative of, because like to me, we need people to speak up on that versus just sitting there and allowing it to happen. I know if I was watching another show and it was any sort of representation, like imagine like a Latino queen on the stage and someone's giving some really fuck ass opinion or not calling out some sort of thing that's not okay, or somebody's like appropriating some other kind of culture in that reg, Eric, right? Like we're not going to be okay with that. I know you be tweeting about it all the time. I don't know why you're happy they're gone, but you tweet about it all the time. I see your post, you posted and delete, and then sometimes you just post and leave it, whatever. But like, I'm not happy Kiddy's gone because there's no explanation behind it, and you replaced him with folks that don't read. It's a little bit of shade, but you'd have to show me the clip. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm a little nervous. Yeah. I'm a little nervous as far as where this is going to go, and I'm hoping it's still going to be an interesting season. I'm just not happy Kiddy's not back. I think that there may have been an issue in the background when it came to, I guess, the way things were handled. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. Like I think there may have been something about the way certain things were handled last season that Kiddy may not have been flying with. And maybe when something was requested, it just didn't come back, or was reciprocated, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. And someone who was it earlier that translated that post for me, that was the most recent one on there about racism. And no, I just thought it was odd. I felt like there should have be at least something that's said in reference for this. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Chris. To say that there is racism is not to divide what divides. It is racism itself. To Kiddy's point, It's kind of like when people invalidate your experiences that you have that are racist, and it's because they cannot relate to it. And because they cannot relate to it, it's almost as if it doesn't exist, because it's like, well, I've never had that happen and you seem to always have that happen to you, so maybe it's a you thing. And it's like, huh? That's why I say that this world needs more empathy and a little bit more of understanding of things. And yes, sometimes people are just bullshitting and they're just talking and they're just saying whatever because they know they're key words that are going to get people to react or whatever. But like when it comes to this, especially after that last season, I'm like, honey, I would like an explanation, because you said no more black man, white, and woman of color, and that's it. And I'm like, what's going to happen? Are you going to bring back people that may be a problem? Like, what's going on? So I'm here for it. I guess this, yeah, I'm here for it. Cause I mean, he's a great judge and so was she. Maybe it's just for the All-Star season. I don't know. We don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just maybe it's like a scheduling. That's what I want it to be. I want it to just be a scheduling con. I don't want it to be anything messy whatsoever. I just want it to be a scheduling conflict. That would be like the best way to wrap this and be like, oh, okay, well, he had to do a bunch of stuff, so he wasn't going to be able to go see it. So yeah, hopefully, because this is I don't know. We'll see. Hold on a second. I had someone flake on me recently, and I mean, I'm single. Ain't nobody claiming me right now. I would love that, but sorry, I'm even mentioning this, but it's sitting on my spirit, and something's telling me to talk about it. I had someone flake on me and low key make me feel bad for them flaking on me. Okay, I gotta talk about it because it is bothering my spirit. It's bothering me because I'm doing life differently than I used to without cutting up on somebody. Is a Pisces a water sign? I don't want to like, I've lost complete interest in them because of the situation that happened, and because I felt like okay, all right, so let me explain, because I'm not dating anybody right now, but would love to, right? But I've been open to dating. I even recently got a new Hinge account. Okay, better yet, you know what? Drag Race France is coming back. Allstars, you know what's up. We don't know what happened to Kiddy Smile. We don't. It could be conflict of interest. It could be conflict of time. It could be something personal that happened, but I don't know. I'm gonna miss Kiddy, but I will be tuned in for Allstars. Okay, bet. On to some personal, real shit. Real stories with your boy Matty-Rants. Okay, I got flaked recently. The guy is attractive, decent, this, that, and the other. Has pretty good this, that, and going on. Like I was interested in a lot of things that were happening, but we weren't like falling in love or anything. It just was like we finally met after me kind of being too busy to meet them. And so it was a great meeting. And then he asked, do you want to go on a date? Like, or do something else, because I guess they treated me this first time, so I was like, yeah, we can go to the movies or do something like that. And I was like, okay. And so he said he had other plans, or he didn't know if they were confirmed or not, but he would let me know. And I was like, okay. So that morning when I thought we were going to do something, he's like, hey, yeah, the plans are going to go through. And I was like, okay. I said, not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed, because it was kind of like you gave me the impression that the person wasn't going to go through with said plan, so you're making these plans with me. And then it feels like you were that's your number one, and you wanted them to make the plans and say yes, so that way I can just be your secondary. That's what it felt like. So I just told him, I was like, hey, my time is important, And, I am a little disappointed by this. If you're, hopefully you'll still be interested, right? That was my thing. And it's maybe a little bit like of a petty way of responding, but it's my way of saying, I know that you're dating multiple people or talking to multiple people. That's what you just gave me that. So if you forget about me, I'm not going to take it personal. That's what I was saying by the initial statement that took place was, okay, so if you do this, just know I am going to move around and you more than likely will never hear from me again. Like that it means so many words because I just don't play like that no more with my time. 30 fucking 8. I do not play no more with my time. So like, he's like, no, I'm still interested in all that kind of stuff. And no, I'll hit you back in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So he, I guess, spends the time with that person. And then we talked over the week and he's like, let's make another day. And I'm like, okay, cool. He goes Wednesday. Cause I'm like, I'm off Monday through Wednesday. That's the best time to like speak to me normally. Cause he knows I do YouTube. I gave him my YouTube channel. He may be watching this right now. I'm talking about you. I was like, I normally am working Thursday through Sunday. And by Thursday through Sunday, I dedicate to literally making sure my channel, whatever I'm doing, getting all my resources done. I start from the beginning of the morning until I'm done speaking on this YouTube app. And then once I'm done, locked down, I go back into my regular mode again and you can catch me for the evening, right? He hits me up the day before, like, hey, what's up? All that kind of stuff. About us hanging out today, or not today, but Wednesday. He never texted me, never called me at all. Never hit me up, never did any of that at all. None of it. All Wednesday. All of it. All day Wednesday for that matter. We get to today, because I had just texted good morning at 7:00 on Wednesday. No response whatsoever. So it's now 10:58 today. I'm like, guess not. I then get a message not too long ago talking about, hey, good afternoon. I got off late yesterday. I didn't have the energy to do much else after. My bad. I'm afraid that's not good enough. And I'm afraid that is even more disrespectful than I could have imagined because you didn't even give me the courtesy of texting me Wednesday and being like, I'm going to be too tired. I would have received that. You waited till the following day and not even before the day started. You hit me up after you got off of work the next day with a my bad. So when I got somebody online telling me, Matt, don't say that about yourself. You're a catch. I'm dealing with this. This is what I'm dealing with. And I'm always asking, God, what am I doing here? Like, am I being too nice? Am I allowing people to really just take advantage of my kindness? Is this what's actually happening? Is that what's going down? Because I don't think I deserve any of that. Because I would never do that to somebody. Like, what? Like, if and you have my phone number for that matter. It's not like we're having this exchange on the app itself. We have met now. We've already officially met. You talked about a whole day, and then you're like, nah, never mind. I got to go do this. And then you're like, oh, let's do another day. And then all of a sudden now, hey, good afternoon, da-da-da-da-da. So I almost don't want to respond to him to give him the same respect that he gave to me, which was none, and then just end this and just not speak to him anymore like that. Because to me, it almost feels right to just not even respond anymore. I've already blocked them on the dating app that we met on originally because I was just like, I something about this is giving me all kinds of bad, and I don't deserve that. I don't. So like, I just, yeah, I believe that is what I need to do. I don't need to respond anymore. I don't want to communicate anymore. It really hurts because to me, and mind you, I'm a lover. believe it or not. I am a lover and I love Valentine's Day. I just never get to celebrate it. And the times I did celebrate it, I always had to tell someone what to do. No one actually initiated it with me, right? So like going into tomorrow, I'm a little sad, but I'm also like, I got 2 kids. I'm a single dad of 2 fucking fur babies that are awesome. I'm a catch in itself. I've literally done the work in therapy. I'm still doing the work. And God, I feel so good about my life right now, like, and just where I feel I'm going and how I'm handling things. And even my way of communicating recently, I've just been like doing this with myself. Like, okay, Matty, you doing that? Like, stay the course, stay the course. And I just feel like there are folks that look at me on this light skinned motherfucker, think he better than us. And they run with that. And I don't feel that way. I've never thought I was better than somebody because I was brighter than them. I've never felt like I was better than anybody. I projected it maybe when I was younger because I didn't want hoes to walk up on me like, "Ew." But it just, yeah, I was disappointed. I was disappointed because I'm ready for it. I was about to do the NDR resong. I'm ready for love. I'm ready. I am. But like, I'm also, my boundaries are kind of really important right now. And instead of me looking at them as crutches and me trying to figure out ways to change my boundaries so people can like me, I am really standing strong in them. I'm very much standing very strong and I'm not budging at all. I'm not budging. You got to be okay with what I do. You got to understand that yes, I would bring something to the table. So like, yeah. Oh my goodness. But you know, for me, I got hope. I got high hopes. I do. Cause like I know my ass is good. I know it is. I know it is. But not even just that, like in my mind, I've figured out who I want to be in a relationship. And I'll be honest, I thought I knew. These last couple of years, I didn't know shit. I didn't know nothing. Like legit therapy and doing a lot of reading lately has been very helpful as far as like figuring out my love languages and how I would want to work in a relationship with others. Does that make sense? I think I would be a little Susie homemaker kind of, but like not really. It's like a balance of the two. Like I want to cook for them and I want to clean and I want to do all that, but I also want that same sort of reciprocity coming back to me in somewhat way, like almost like an equivalent exchange, if you will. Like if I'm doing that, he's doing this. If I'm doing that, then he's doing this, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a balance, I guess. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So nice. Thank you. I appreciate you. Be ready for love, but also ready for this little bit of stupid. Keep that hope alive. I'm trying to. Jesus Christ. It's tough. But like, I think with the therapy helping me with my mental health and then me working out now, I feel so much better about my body. And so, and I have body dysmorphia bad. So like for me, it's been really helpful. And that's why I've been more confident in my approach and more willing to say no to stuff. But for those of you who are like, Matty, you only like people that look like you? No, girl, I like all shapes and sizes. I used to date big dudes too. I used to date short dudes. I've done short and small and big and small. And I've done all of that. So for me, it's about the person. And I don't want to date nobody that's just sloppy. No shade. I'm just being real with you. Like, bitch, if you sit down all day and don't do nothing, we're not going to get along. We're not. Because I get up in the morning, I go work out and I go like do stuff and I try to like have a day going. You know what I mean? Like, I hate waking up late now. I become that person. Who is like that? If you wake up late, no shade, because there are days you just want to sleep in. But baby, I got to get up. My alarm is at 8 at the latest. Like, it's 8. The kids get me up at 6. The cats wake me up at 6 on the dot every morning. Every morning, them babies get me up. And I almost instinctively just do this now. Like I just launch for it, like, oh, it's time for food. And then, you know, it's normally Mamu who leads that charge. And then Mina's like already there, but Mamu's the one that's at the bed going, hey, 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 hey. I'm hungry. Hey, hey, hey. Put fresh water in. Hey, 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 hey. Hello? love you. Hey, let's go. I feel I had my first I love you from Mamu the other day because my cat slept on top of me. They normally will sleep like at the corner by over here or maybe over here. Oh, no. Mamu, because I was sleeping on my side and I felt him and it was weird. It's pitch black. I used to sleep with the TV on. I don't sleep with it on anymore. I just felt him like nudging up on my chest. What the fuck? Like, what is this? So I was like, don't move, because you know when you move, everything changes. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna move. I don't move. And then here comes Mina, because Mina talks when oh my God, I wish y'all met my baby in person. My little meanie weenie. Yes, I know I have that bill due. Please stop sending me this email. I am trying to work it out now. Thank you. We will have it paid before the 15th. Jesus Christ. I hate when I get those emails and I'm already like, I am working on it. Please let me just get this together. Mina, like when she moves, she'd be like, oh, like that. That's her. Oh. She'd be like, oh. Anything she do. Little meeps and stuff. And she meeped right near Mamu. And she flops. She's not a let me lay down slowly kind of girl. Mina just literally like a goat that stiffens up and just falls. That's literally how she does it. She's like, bam. And she lands on him. And then Mamu starts to like clean her. And then he bites her kind of like a little real quick. And then she just does all that because that's her way of telling Mamu keep going. And I literally sat there and I just watched them like groom each other. And they're just sitting literally on my chest. Y'all, I was crying. I wanted to get my phone so bad. I literally was like, thank you, God. I just kept saying thank you, God. Because I've always wanted cats. And y'all know the story about how I used to have a cat, but my parents had to give it away when we lost everything. And it traumatized me because I was like, I never want to get an animal again if I'm going to lose it. And so like, they remind me of so much positivity in my life. So I'm so thankful for my babies. They're sleeping right now. Mina's right there on the couch in front of me, and Mamu's over in the bed as we speak. Aaron, man's rejection is God's protect. Amen. You are too precious for fools. Much love from Vegas. Aaron, I mean, I don't know you and Keondae's like full relationship, but what I did see is your man coming to your place of business and supporting you by being there. That meant a lot to me. And it may be just something that y'all do or whatever. It could have been just some random moment or whatnot, but something about that sat with me, Aaron, when I met him and you. Well, I met you, but like when I met him and you that day, and I was just like, I like really sat in my spirit going, I need someone to show up to work for me. Like I'm in the middle of doing this video and I get a knock on the door and it's Bay, and he just sits there and just watches me do my thing and interjects every now and then wants to say, so I would love that. I'm not even gonna lie. But I don't know. I never told you that, but you know now. I always kept that little moment of seeing that, and I thought it was so beautiful. And I was just like, oh, that was me. I was like, oh. I was like, I want that. He pops up on me all the time. See, I need that. Like, bother me. I want to be bothered. I want to be bothered. Bother me. Wear out my phone. Text me into completion. Please bother me. I have ADHD, so you're gonna need to bother me. It's the truth. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the super chats, y'all. It's super appreciative. If you did want to directly tip me to like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, it would be super helpful. PayPal.me /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. But these super chats have been fucking amazing. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you down. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Where we at? Where are we at? Is she up there yet? I don't know. Sometimes in the mirror, I feel bigger. Oh no, she's up there. Oh, let me not. Okay, wait a minute, Matty. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, stop talking about me. Oh, keep going, buddy. Okay, that was what that felt like. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry, I was 157 2 days ago and I was gagged. I was in like freshman year weight class. Couldn't believe it. I have like not that much body fat left anymore like I used. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I've been eating like crazy now. Now my appetite's like up since I started working out and all that kind of jazz. I do need protein drinks. Let me show you the one I'm not going to drink no more because did I throw it away because I like to keep a clean house? It's called Pure Protein. It's blue. It is not good. Do not. No, Liam, you're perfectly fine. When you and Emrika do show up, that's when you're here because we all have lives. You know what I mean? So no apologies necessary. Not from me. Fuck you, table. Oh no, y'all! They said it to me. Where's the camera? Time to reserve a table for Valentine's Day. It's just the hell the corner. Tap book is fine. This is me right now. Like, I'll be working too on Valentine's Day. So tomorrow I will be live at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern to talk about the Traders. It is Traders Night tonight. So if you are a Traders fan and you watch it on Peacock, we will be talking about it tomorrow. Boston Rob is gone. So for me, I'm kind of like, what's going to happen? We get to see who the live murder is going to be. And then after that, it's like, what else is going to happen? So I'm freaking out a little bit. Like, what is this episode going to do? Because the main antagonist is gone, in my opinion. He's gone. So I'm like, what's going to happen now? Ooh, Liam, now if I had some cointadas, you know what I would do? If I had more cointadas, I probably would get like Olive Garden. Do not judge me. I'd get Olive Garden. I get like a bowl of pasta, a salad, some bread, some Alfredo the dip, you know. That would be me tomorrow. But because I'm saving money and I'm doing, because again, I got to get my passport. We got to pay for the last part of this trip on top of my plane ticket. So I'm being like really very, very like, okay, Matt, keep the coin here, girl. And I've been paying back these loans. So that way, in case something happens again, I can be like, I have a loan I can pull out and I can stop all the nonsense and then we can just work our way back up. So it's just been a mess trying to get my life back together. The way. Do I like Cajun food? Absolutely. I am in Houston and I'm 6 hours away from New Orleans. So like, by all means, I like me some Cajun food. Cajun food to me is like spicy that's not on the level of habanero bullshit pepper kind of spicy. It's heat versus spicy. It's very heat, honey, heat. So I like a little Cajun chicken, a little Cajun pasta. We go with it. Those flavors are right up the alley. Hell, I got a whole bunch of Louisiana seasonings in my cabinet as we speak. Because I'm about flavor, bitch. I ain't about bland. I hate bland food. Maddie, would you ever be interested in playing Resident Evil? Yeah, I would. Oh, speaking of playing video games, I have recently picked up Pokemon White and Black. And I am using an emulator. One that if you were to type in what an emulator is, they probably would show you the one that I am using that is absolutely worth it. I have never had an emulator that worked before. Everyone that I've used was always like kind of like messed up or some sort of shit or whatever. I never played Black and White ever I've played every single one of them except for Black and White. Can I close this out so I can show y'all? Hold on. I feel like I can pull this up. Hold on real quick. Okay. I think I can show it now directly. Okay. Just so we're clear, I thought I did this. No, it was Mina. Mina did this to my iPad, by the way. Yeah. I have 3 more payments left with Verizon on it, and then I can finally trade this broken piece of shit in. It still works though. God, thank God. But like, she did it. And I know she did it because I saw her do it in real time, not when it initially happened, but I saw her hop on my bed and knock this over along with some other stuff recently. And I was like, you little girl. Does it have a yes, and she still got it. That's the part that's killing me. Because apparently I had these headphones in the bed with the pad. And I went to go take a shower, and so it was on the edge of the bed. And what happened was Mina popped it on the iPad, and this little part right here, this heavy part right here, was right here. And so when she did it, it was like full body weight, bam. And then she knocked it off and it landed on the ground. So it then cracked further. So yes, it's my little girl. And I figured it out because I was like, it couldn't have been me because I literally went to the shower and then came back and it was broken. And then by, process of elimination, deductions, and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, currently I am here. And I'll show you my team. Hopefully you can see this. I have the names and nicknames all together. Focus, because they're fun nicknames. Oh my God, this camera. It can focus. There we go. Okay. Muna's name is Pookie. Pansage's name is Calcifer. Shout out to the Howl's Miyazaki, Howl's Moving Castle reference. Muggsy, Frankie, Bruce Nee. I thought that was funny. And Lilymon, because Lilligant is Lilymon. Let's be very clear. Like that's a Digimon, bitch. That's not a Pokemon. I'm on my 5th gym. Well, I'm on my 4th gym badge, and I just made it to the next city. So I'm supposed to be chasing after team. I'm supposed to be chasing after Team Plasma before I go for the 5th badge. Right now, every single gym I've gone to, I have been under level and still win. And I think that's why I'm enjoying it, because I'm not going in there like, let me be ahead of it and just sweep them. I'm like, nah, let me match their level or be one under, baby. Them fights have been fun. Oh, they're fun. Oh, they're so much fun. I think I like Black and White the best. And I did download Black and White too. I'm playing White right now, and I'm gonna then play Black 2. I don't know what the difference is. I'm like, what is the difference? Why is there a second version of the game? Dare I say this is my favorite one? Like, I hate to do that because I'm an original gen kid. I played the originals from Red and Blue all the way up to Scarlet and Violet that y'all have seen. I was not playing this game in real time because I never had a Nintendo DS. I didn't get a DS until the 3DSs came out. And so I had Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I never did Black and White. Girl, she is kind of a bop. I'm not even going to lie to you. The music is great. The way that the game is produced is kind of fucking amazing. It's the way, like, I'm traveling or doing something in the game, and then all of a sudden it goes from this 2D environment to this 3D cool fucking show. Like, what is this? Mind you, these are some old ass graphics, and I'm still like, oh my God, this is like actually kind of that girl like I live. So I'm enjoying this run. I'm not trying to complete the game to full completion. I'm just trying to get the badges, do the Elite Four, be done. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to go to Black 2 and then play the sequel for Black, because I feel like I should do the white version first and then do the Black version via 2 second or whatever to get my full feels of it, since there are exclusives for each one. But yeah, I'm sorry that I kind of lived. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my gosh. There's also this storyline that happens with Bianca and her dad outside of Alicia's gym that made me like emotional. I was like, bitch, this is nuts. This is nuts. Like, your daddy's like, come back home, making the mistakes here. I just wanted to follow my dreams and this, that, the other. And then when Alicia comes out, and I'm talking about some grown ass shit was in that game. Sometimes as parents, we try to impose our views on our children, thinking that's what we want. I was like, I'm not reading this, am I? This is a game for. I'm like, wait, what is this? Like, I was like, oh, this got deep. Oh my God. Like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna let you live your life and go home. I was like, what? I was Like, okay, story is great. I'm enjoying the story. Okay, interesting. I just hate that I can't use any of the C stuff because it's like all wireless and internet based. I'm like, girl, this is not no Nintendo. So I can't use everything. Who on my team is my favorite or that you like using the best? Who do I like using the best? Okay, so right now, my Lilymon is that girl, Lilligant, only because I have her set up so nasty. It's Sleep Powder to Leech Seed to Giga Drain. It's disgusting. Like the way I set her, oh, she is such a nasty setup. And also shout out to the older generations because Sleep Powder actually works this time. The older generation Sleep Powder works. This newer generations, for those of you who played Scarlet and Violet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like damn near every Pokemon avoids it, missed it, changed up. No, 100% land rate. Boom, it's on. Love it. But I like the fact that the Leech Seed set up to the Mega Drain, and then I switch out somebody else with the Leech Seed still being there. I'm almost Nuzlocking the game at certain points where I'm not even having to heal anybody. I'm just like, oh, okay, bitch. Okay. Go ahead. Right, yeah. So right now it is Muggsy is my fave because I love Duat. Duat is such a cute, the otter Pokemon is so adorable. I love him and I love Lilligant. Muna, I have her, she's like really good. Like her special attack is redonkulous. I hate that she's so damn slow. But she's literally one of the ones I pull out at the end to be like, okay, if something bad happens, then let's go, bitch. Like she's gonna clear. Bruce Nee is actually going to be removed from my team. I need to go into the Pokemon Center and replace him with something I caught in the desert. It's a ghost Pokemon. The one that turns into the mummy. That's who I'm replacing him with. Because I've never got to play with that mummy Pokemon before. This was my first time playing with it. I was like, oh my God, I had never got a chance to use this Pokemon. I was like, oh. So I'm putting him on the team. Yawn Mask. Yes. So I'm putting him on my team. I've never got to play with him. I think that's why I like this generation too. I've never played it. And so for me, these are some of the Pokemon that are in this game I never saw again in later iterations, or I saw in later iterations and I didn't know like where they were from. I'm like, where did this one come from? And I always thought, oh, this is from Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet. No, it's from White and Black. I'm like, what? So I think that's why I'm liking it. For me, it feels like I'm playing a brand new game, not like me just playing the old game. Like, I'm replaying the game. And it's like, no, this feels like a brand new Pokemon game for me while I wait for the new Arceus to come out, or the new Legends, I should say. Mm-hmm. I had a feeling, Liam. For some reason, I had a feeling. I was like, I need to get him. And I made sure to get one with the right nature. I made sure to get one with the top level too. And yes, I am basing it. Like certain Pokemon I want to be like gender specific. Don't hate me for that. But there are certain Pokemon I'm like, I would like to see the male version of this versus the lady version of this. And then some of the Pokemon I'm like, nah, give me my girl. She needs to be my bitch over here, like Pookie. So that my Muna is named Pookie, by the way. So every time I throw them out there, my little psychic dreamer, I'm like, go ahead, Pookie. I love it so much. It's so cute. Oh yeah, but I think it's a great game. And I'm not going to tell you to download an emulator. I'm not going to tell you to do all that. Not the Delta one for sure. No, but like, yo, they had every DS game I could think of. Well, not all of them, but they had some that I hadn't played. And I was like, bitch, put this on my list. So much stuff. They had everything from Game Boy games, Super Nintendo, all the way up to GameCube. And I was like, what? But right now I just want to play this and just because I watched so many Nuzlocke videos, like Antler Boy, Flygon HG. What's my other dude? Sylph Spectre or something like that. I watch a lot of their Nuzlocks. It's one of my ways of just like being at home and relaxing and not being stressed. It's like hearing people play video games in the background, which is why I wanted to start doing that too. But I need to do a lot better with the way I like stream. And so I watch a lot of that when I'm not into Girl World. Which Girl World lately has been stupid and sucky. So I'm annoyed by Girl World. It's not even interesting right now. So it's been a lot of Pokemon this, Pokemon that, and then catching up with my other Drag Race YouTubers too. Like I caught up on like T with Matt. I caught up on Jack Fed. I caught up on Green Gay. I caught up on Kayla Says. Kayla does more than drag stuff. She talks about other things too. So I'm always like, let me look at what she's talking about. Who else that I was looking at? It's like, okay, Mira's back doing videos again. Good. Everybody can stop speculating. I don't even know if that was ever addressed correct or, the way it was supposed to, but I just, like I said, it's none of my business. Don't ask me. I know we follow each other on the internet. Just don't ask me because you never know what someone's going through. And it's not always our business to know about everybody's lives 24/7. Some things need to be in private. I will say, this one thing is, this is on Hot Topics. Why is everybody so obsessed to know where Beyonce's son is? Leave that baby alone. If he's on the spectrum, he's on the spectrum. And what else about that? You got something against her now? Is that ammo you need? Are you letting us know that you're an ableist? Like, let us know. Let me know. Because I'm not worried about where her baby is if she don't want me to see him. Or any celebrity for that matter. I'm never, where's your child? What? You're not old. You're not old. No one is. It's weird. And your obsession of wanting to know if the child is like needs special needs, like what? That's weird. Do not know what people are going on in the background. They're still trying to figure things out. Everything's new for everybody. Peace and love. God forbid. Matty was on a Nuzlocke and out pops a Lugia. Oh, child. Listen, I was gonna Nuzlocke this originally, and I still want to Nuzlocke. I want to do a Nuzlocke bad, because like they're very cool. I love the concept of them. It just can be maddening to restart your game over and over again. And I would recommend if you are playing Pokemon White or Black that don't do a water Pokemon as your starter. Don't do a water Pokemon. Because like all the gyms prior to the fourth one is like all not for you. Nimai. Okay, so a Nuzlocke is like you playing the game with special rules. And to give you an idea what the rules can include, like if a Pokemon dies in your possession on your team, they die. You do not get to heal them and take them to Nurse Joy. They die. You have to box them immediately. There's also rules where like you can only catch the first encounter on each route. And you have to keep it. Yes. Like can't change, like, oh no, this is the wrong nature. Let me go back out here. No. You have to catch the first one. The first one you see. I think if it's a dupe, you can like pass it because you already got on another route. So it's like it's a dupe, doesn't count. But it has to be the one you catch there. Cannot heal. So you're going into gym battles with no potions, and you cannot heal them in the middle of the battle. So you must rely on your knowledge of what the trainer's moves are, how the AI works, and also what Pokemon you have in front of you that can like heal and do ABC. Oh, it's very cool. Let me find one that I like, and I'm just gonna post the link in the chat. So if you wanted to look at one of like a Nuzlocke that I like from somebody, let me pull him up. And as a matter of fact, I was watching a Pokemon White and Black version of this. Let me do Flygon HD because I like him. He's a part of the community too. Hey, Flygon. You have no idea who I am, but I'm very much subscribed to you and your 395,000 subscribers. Hopefully that'll be me one day. They do a lot of Pokemon Platinum and a lot of White and Black Nuzlocks. I've noticed that. Platinum is used often. Oh, here we go. Black 2 Hardcore. Because there are certain ROM hacks. Oh, the ROM hacks. Okay, that's another thing, Nimai. So there are certain Pokemon games that have been ROM hacked. And that means somebody took the original Pokemon game and then like put their own coding into it and created a different version of the game that is much harder. So much harder. Oh my God. I like them a lot. With Jaden Animation, because Jaden actually does their own animations. Like they're such a talented artist, by the way. Love their animations when they do any sort of Nuzlocking, because they don't just show you like the Nuzlocks itself. They actually create like a full comic, almost, if you will, of everything that happens. It's so special. I love Jaden Animation. I think I'm not nominated, but subscribe to them too. Okay, I think I got it. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so that's like one of the people who I just posted in the live chat, but that's one of my favorite Nuzlockers I watch. If you're into stuff like that, y'all, I would definitely get into. It's so good just to listen to in the background half the time. Or if you're like super heavy into games, to hear how people have to strategize and work through like scenarios where you cannot heal. And yes, the storytelling is amazing. Like it's all very good. Everybody who's a Nuzlocker, I gotta tell you, is very good at, like, not all of them, but the ones that you see are doing well can narrate what's happening while showing us at the same time. They're not just like, we're not watching them play and in silence. They're telling us step by step, move by move, what could happen, what can happen, what does happen, all of that kind of stuff. It's so much fun. So yeah. If I had like an editing team of people, oh bitch, I'd be Nuzlocking. Like, oh please. I'd be doing so many videos, but I need a team. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to edit my own videos after playing the game for like 5 days straight. No way. No way. Me too. I'm really excited for it, David. I'm so happy. I am so excited. I'm so excited. This is ASMR, my opinions. Oh my god. I'm so hyped. I am so hyped. I am. Green X and ham. We got an announcement and I haven't seen anything else since then. And I'm upset because I'm like, please start showing me something. Show me something. Give me a hint. Give me something. Do I have to wait till Christmas? Don't make me wait till Christmas, bitch. I want that game so bad. Because that just means the new Pokemon is coming up after it. And I heard good things about where that one was going too. I heard great things about this Legends game coming out and for the new one that's happening for Pokemon. I have high hopes because I'm not happy with Scarlet and Violet for the glitchiness of it. But at the end of the day, it was a very fun game. So much so that I had to re-buy the damn game just to play it and do the DLC. And I was absolutely correct. I was like, oh, it was worth it. It just, so many things please. I know that no shade to Game Freak. I do feel like they make the games not great on purpose. I also know it costs money to do so many things, right? Like it costs so much money to, like, hire these designers, these game designers and this and the other. But like sometimes I'm like, please, like I may not be asking for an Elder Scroll, but by all means, you could make this corny, kooky, whatever, and still a polished game. I promise you, we will still buy more. Even if it's the best one, we'll still buy more. Shit. I'm okay with it, but I did like the fact that in Legends, you could hear a noise. Like that was so much better. That noise, man. Oh man, that noise. It was like, oh, okay, there's something here. Versus where you got to squint and you got to look. I got a shiny Milcery the other day. Not the other day, but like 3 weeks ago, I should say. David, do you know the difference in the color for the Milceries? Do you know the difference? Instead of it being a beige, it's more of an all white. Instead of the eyes being gray, they're black. That's the difference. Seven resets later, 4 hours later, I finally get one. Oh my God. I wanted to scream. And what made me even more mad is because I did a shiny Eevee hunting, which you can easily see a shiny Eevee. They're all white. And I got like 7 of them bitches. It was everything. That, just getting the one, I was like, done. I got it. We're finished. I haven't even given it the berry to evolve yet. Because I'm just like, man, I don't want to have to go find another one of these. I just can't. But I kind of like it. It's really fun. Tell me the different colors of Tandemus, Matty. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull up a whole thing. Shiny. Lesbians. Why that song? Oh, you're talking about the family of Mouse, the Mouse family. Yeah, I never attempted to go shiny hunting for that one. Because there's too many versions of it. There's one with one child, one where the twin died, one where they never had a baby. Like it's too much. Even though that mouse was amazing for my first run on Violet, I never even picked. I literally caught one in Scarlet and never took it out the box again. No way. I was like, no, thank you. I did have the family of 4 in Violet. I did not have them. Yeah, I didn't have them for Scarlet. I got that in Violet because I actually found one. I was like, what? And like I got lucky, I think, if I remember correctly. Because I remember I was like, what is this? Hit it, it was like, holy shit. Scarlet run? Never. No way. Not gonna waste my time. Nope. Oh, at the end of the day, Violet was better. Like I'm playing Scarlet now, and Scarlet's cool, but like Violet was cooler. The legendary and everything better than the red guy. Yeah, he looks weird running. Like no, no, no. Just no. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, I prefer the robot. Prefer the robot for sure. The Primal to me I liked in a sense if he felt like yes, this actually would be a Pokemon. Does that make sense, David? Like it felt this would be a Pokemon. This does make more sense. The purple one though is just so fucking cool. It is so cool. It felt like the purple one was more of a lab experiment versus an actual Pokemon, like a very Mewtwo-esque creature versus the other one, because it's Maridon and what was the other one again? Or Maridon, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I prefer the purple one over the red one. I did like playing Scarlet a little bit more than Violet in a sense. Maridon, there we go. I don't know, it's just something about the past made more sense for a storyline versus the future, in my opinion. But I like the future look of the Pokemon more than the past look, if that makes any sense. I was more interested in the future looking ones. Like, oh, this is cool. And also, my issue with Scarlet and Violet was the fact that the best music was in Area Zero. That was the best music in the entire. I hated that music for the majority of the game, except for the battle music. I was fine with. Hated the riding around music. When we got to that zero zone, oh my god! Now that was when it was it. In the final battle too, that music. Oh, they could have had that for the whole game. That music was fire fighting the professor. Oh my god! They could have had that going on forever. I never wanted it to end. I was like, do I have to finish him? Like, let's just have the music, baby, because it's fire. Oh, I'm like, please do more of that music. Please do more of that music. You got to do that. You got to do more of that music. The next Pokemon game should be on that level of like excellence. Because white and black right now are giving me what I need as far as music. I love the sound of the music when I'm low on the HP and it's in red. I love that music. The panic music, excellent. Love the walking around music so far. I'm enjoying the battle music. I've liked the music for the trainers or the gyms that I've been in so far. I'm kind of like white and black had that soundtrack low key. And I also get why a lot of Nuzlockers use a lot of the music from black and white for their like Nuzlocke videos. It's very interesting, especially the emotional moments. Oh, okay. I have an hour left to do this cameo and I need to get it done. It's someone's birthday. I'm not going to say who it is in case they're waiting on this, but it's someone's birthday. I need to make them a birthday message. So I need to go. And I was totally not trying to talk for 2 hours today, but. Well, here we are. So listen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope everyone had a great day. Even before I logged in and we started talking, I hope your day was blessed and not stressed and everything else, right? So do yourself a favor and give yourself a big hug from me. Whatever you're going through today, you're going to make it through. We got tomorrow, we got the next day and the day after that. Let's not fall. Let's stand up, keep your heads up high. And take care of yourselves, because I got to see you again. Seriously. If you did want to find me in all social media, is available in my About section with the Linktree link to get you to my Instagram and Twitter and all that jazz. If you want to watch any reactions that I do, such as the traders, which I'm going to be recording and posting tonight, you can join my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. I'm also bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. And I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. Yellow Jackets starts tomorrow on February 14th. For those of you who are familiar with Yellow Jackets, it's on its 3rd season on Showtime. If you used my Paramount Plus affiliate link, that does take it to where you can get the Showtime bundle with Paramount Plus free for a week. I encourage you to stay past that week, because there is a lot on Paramount Plus and Showtime. Not just because I'm a Paramount Plus partner, but yes. So hit that link in my About section, get you that free whole week, and then stay a little longer. Get you some of that Paramount time, y'all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Second season was wild. There were some things that happened I didn't care for, and there's some things I liked about it. But this 3rd season, I'm going to give the high hopes. Mina just woke up. Mina, you're on my towel. I have to clean it now. They like getting on my towels after I've been in the shower. They just lay on it. Crazy. I think that's all for my links and social medias. Yeah, I think that's it. Y'all had a great time with you today. Thank you so much for listening to me. I didn't even do my hair for this. I just gave it a little because I also let it breathe. I feel like I do too many ponytails, and I like my hairline not to, disappear into the background. I'll see you tomorrow for Traders. I'll see you the next day, Saturday, for Drag Race Season 17, and Sunday for the panel. Yay! So hit the like button before you walk out the door. Talk about some of the topics in the comment section today. That's your homework here. There was almost 100 of people in here, so they should have almost 100 comments about what Kendrick's performance was like. If you want to talk about the challenge, if you want to talk about Valentine's Day, maybe we got a relationship story you want to get off your chest. What else did we talk about today? What else? We started talking about Pokemon. My brain went all over the place. Drag Race France, how you feel about the new judges? Are you sad that Kiddy's not there? Tell me. And I'm excited to hear from you. So again, big hug from me. God bless you all. Thank you for listening to me ramble and rant today. I'll see you tomorrow for the Traders and for the rest of the weekend. Oh, and if you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo-Rants. That's all also available in my description for this video. Thank you to all the super chats today from Sleeping, Ashraf Khan, Trent McIntosh, and Aaron Black Irish. Thank you. Thank you so much. And even sorry, my words. And also a thank you to everybody that interacted today, talked, and held the conversation with me. Y'all are my people, and I love you down. Thank you, Liam, for being an awesome moderator today. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Bye, everybody. Why am I doing that? What's this? What is that? Okay, so let me stop. Bye. I'm like, what am I?
Listen. Yeah.